What is telehealth? You might think it's where two people talk about health over the phone. Or maybe it's a new TV show about a hospital. Well, actually, it's neither of those things. The simplest way to explain telehealth is by showing you a real story. Meet Joseph Rocco. He's a 37-year-old man with type 2 diabetes. Joe lives with his family 1 hour's drive from Mildura in Dareton, New South Wales. Joe was diagnosed with diabetes 5 years ago. Initially, his condition was managed through diet and exercise, and Joe was monitored by his GP and nurse practitioner May Green. As time passes and his disease progresses, Joseph is placed on an oral hypoglycemic medication regime, which effectively controls his diabetes. Recently, he's been feeling very tired, and he's noticed that his postprandial blood glucose levels are becoming increasingly unstable, often rising over 14.5 millimoles per litre. He's also experiencing a new symptom of having to get up to void 1 to 2 times during the night. May, his nurse practitioner, decides to refer him to Dr. Elwood, an endocrinologist who's based in Adelaide, who Joe has seen before. Without telehealth, Joe would need to make the 5-hour trip to Adelaide to see the endocrinologist. This means travel, expense, overnight accommodation, and extra stress on Joe. With telehealth, Joe is able to make an appointment to see his endocrinologist with his nurse practitioner. May gathers all the documentation Dr. Elwood will need, including the pathology results, Joe's diet and exercise diary, and the records of his blood glucose levels. She passes all of this on to Dr. Elwood and books a telehealth consultation for 1 week's time, which will be held at Joe's local clinic, a 10-minute walk from home. During the telehealth consultation, May Green is with Joe. Dr. Elwood suggests he commence on insulin and that his diet and exercise are closely monitored. He recommends that Joe sees his nurse practitioner on a weekly basis. 3 months later, another telehealth conference is arranged to check on Joe's progress. At this telehealth consultation, Dr. Elwood is happy to keep Joe's care plan the same and will see him in 8 weeks' time at the next telehealth consultation. So now, Joe's diabetes is stabilised. He has been able to have the support and care from a local professional in May Green without having to forego the specialist care of the city endocrinologist. May Green writes a letter to Joe's GP to inform him of the consultation with Dr. Elwood and the new medication regime to keep him updated. That's telehealth.